積に上げた筋力と支配者の手があれば。
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in this world. I'm DJ Unification, also known as Double Dragon 912. And today, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I got another review for you guys and girls. Wow. I know it's been a while since I've done an anime review. Now, this review is Solo Leveling. Does it live up to the hype? Let's find out. First and foremost, you can watch Solo Leveling on Crunchyroll. It's a Crunchyroll exclusive. And I remember people kept talking about Crunchyroll, not Crunchyroll, but Solo Leveling, like, yeah, man, Solo Leveling is the best thing ever. It's better, man, dare I say it's better than Dragon Ball Z. And I was like, huh? What? Huh? Did you just speak that blasphemy out of your mouth? The slander. Shouts out to my homie at Tizzle. He know who I'm talking about if you watch this video. But anyway, let's get into this. Solo Leveling is about a guy. I don't think this is an isekai, but I think it's a Korean-based anime. Shouts out to the Koreans out there. They're making some great looking anime. And it's produced by Crunchyroll. And I first heard about it. People kept talking about it in these anime streets. They were saying, yeah, man, Double Dragon, you need to watch Solo Leveling. And I kept seeing it pop up on my Crunchyroll feed. I'm like, okay, let's see what it's talking about it. Didn't know. There's going to be slight spoilers in this, but Solo Leveling is about the main character. He's in this world that they live in, the anime world. The whole world is having these different dimensions and portals opening up, and these different monsters and creatures keep invading their world. And when this starts happening in the world, each different people in the world have specific power. They're called hunters, and each one of them are ranked by level. There's an E class, D class, B class, A class, and S class hunters. And E class, of course, is your lowest. And our main protagonist, what's his name? I can't remember his name. I'm bad with anime names. He has an E rank, lowest rank ever. And so he becomes a hunter. And the reason why he becomes a hunter is because he's trying to save his mom. His mom is in the hospital. She's caught some kind of a rare disease. When these portals start appearing all across the world, her mana levels were too low, and she called a disease called internal sleepness. That means she sleep all day and she don't wake up. So and the dad off doing something that you really don't know where the dad at. They mention the dad later on, but I'm not going to spoil that. And so he got to provide for him and his little sister. His little sister go to school, and so they need work. Bills got to be paid. They need money. Anybody that been on that grind, they need money. So he decided up for being a hunter. And hunters, when they raid these dungeons, which basically portals from another world, they raid these dungeons, they get paid for it. They get paid low-level money, and they get paid for the gems that they find in the dungeons. And like I said, he's the lowest ranking hunter, level E. And you start off well, everybody joking on the man, calling low, saying he's the weakest hunter ever, blah, 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 blah. That's how people are. Like I tell y'all, I said in my previous videos, we live in a fallen world, and people are just low down, dirty scoundrels, scumbags. And he got, people kept saying that over and over again to the dude, and he was like, okay, that's fine. And they finish raiding the dungeon, and he meets this girl that's right beside him, and she's a healer, but she feels sorry for him, and she says steady have to heal him, because most time when he go to a dungeon, he always end up in the hospital. And there's a certain dungeon that he got left behind in, and he be the only one to survive. Remember that. Put a pin in that. He's a survivor. And so they end up raiding this previous dungeon that they always in. And when they was at the end of it, was like, all right, we can go leave this dungeon and come back another day. But they found another dungeon inside of a dungeon. And you know, they put it to a vote. It was like, I think there was like either 12 or 13 of them. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section. They put it to a vote, and it was up to the main character to cast the final vote whether or not they're gonna go in and explore this dungeon or come back and let, you know, the higher class hunters come back and do it, and they just do it. But they all put it to a vote, and he said, yeah, well, let's do it, because, you know, by the time they come back, we might not get all the treasures that's in there. And basically, he did it because he need money. He got to pay for his sister's school, got to pay the bills. You need money. You do some stuff and you really ain't supposed to do, but we'll get to that. It's the first episode, by the way. So he opened up the little dungeon, and next thing you know, they meet this crazy-looking tall statue that calls itself a god. And the thing reads, said, serve God, praise God, you know, they God, or die, period. And they think, oh no, it's just a thing, let's get up out of here. But the door's closed. Next thing you know, that thing start getting up and start trying to kill everybody. And the only one that was smart enough to read what it said was the main character, you know, the weakest hunter. But the leader of the group, he has to listen to him because he got sense. I was happy for this leader of the group. He had got sense. He listened to the E-ring hunter. He said, what do we do next? What do we do next? And, you know, one of them got scared. He told me, I got speed, I can get out of here. He tried to escape. Shawed his legs off. He got blew up. Then the other girl, she got scared. She got stepped on. And everybody around him dying. Just dying on top of dying on top of dying. But what he did, he paid attention to what the thing said. The first thing he did, he went over there and started praising this statue. Well, he kneeled first, and when he kneeled, it stopped. They passed the first test. And the second test was he had to go pray, you know, praise God, they God. And he found out that you had to go to like a statue that had a trumpet on it. He went over there and started praying. Keep in mind now, everybody in there died except 6 of them. That's only left. And then the last test was they had to have faith and stay inside this little circle while all these big old statues are just stepping and killing everything. Of course, the last 6 that was there, they all got scared. He told them to leave and I'll just stay behind. And so all of them left. Old girl, his home girl that used to always protect him and stay with him all the time, she didn't want to leave. She wanted to stay by his side, but the main, the leader of the group, he knocked her out and they ran and got out of there because he told them to. Main character told them to. And this is the first episode now. Now, while all this is happening, he basically, the statues cave in on him, and he said, man, I wish I could have had another chance in life. And it looked bad after the first episode. It looked bad. But some type of way he survived. He wake up inside the hospital and he got superhuman powers. Superhuman powers. And the powers he got, he is the only hunter in that world that can level up. That's why hence the name solo leveling. Now, it's a thing in that world that when you become a hunter, your powers are, you know, given to you at the beginning. You can't level up. You can only keep those powers. You can, of course, you can get stronger physically and mentally, but you can't level up your hunting powers. That is a no in that world. But he's the only one that can do it. And also, what else? There's a rare occasion where you can get a reawakening or something like that. And y'all get in that. I ain't gonna spoil too much of that. But he's one of the only hunter in his world that can go inside these dungeons and level up his character. He can go from being an start off the E hunter, level up to a D, a B, a A, E, and so forth. He the only one that can do that, and he does that solo. And the powers he gets are amazing. Wow, the powers he gets are freaking amazing. I'm like, wow, did y'all just do that? Did y'all just do that? Wow. Man, he got some insane powers. Now keep in mind now, the powers he get, it reminds me a little bit of Dragon Ball Z because he earns it. He trains. Y'all that like training arts, y'all gonna like this because he trains to get his power. It ain't just give it to him. The thing that gives it to him is the system. They call it the system. They call him the player, and he gets powers. But in order to unlock those powers, he has to train and get stronger. Don't get me wrong. Everything wasn't handed to him. Like most time, you know, different isekai animes you watch. You know, when they get reincarnated into another world, they end up being OP, which I ain't got no problem with. I love isekai animes. One of my favorite genres animes. Didn't know what it was called, but now I know, and I'm isekai booked. Isekai alive. I love isekai. But that being said, this anime is, although he got special powers, he had to earn it, kind of like Dragon Ball. And let me see, there's one episode, spoiler. There's this enemy that he has to fight, and the enemy looks just like Cell. When you see it, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna think, wow, that's Dragon Ball. That's Goku fighting Cell, Gohan fighting Cell, more so Gohan fighting Cell. And the fight scene was off the chain. Y'all that like animation, I'm not a big fan. It don't matter about the animation. As long as you got a good storyline and plot, I don't care how the anime look. Don't get me wrong, anime, flash animation, it helps, but it ain't the overall thing for me. But when y'all watch this fight, y'all come back to this video and tell me about it. It's gonna be looking like, y'all that watch Cell fight Gohan, that's exactly what it like. It look like Cell fighting Gohan. That's exactly how they did it. Now, I don't know if Solo Leveling, the creator of Solo Leveling, got any ideas off Dragon Ball, but when you watch this anime, it has 2 seasons, it remind you, if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you're gonna love this anime. Now, let me get to the point. Does it live up to the hype? Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it lives up to the hype. Is it on the level of Dragon Ball Z? It's getting there. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not Dragon Ball Z. I don't know too many animes that can really beat Dragon Ball Z right now. To me, in my humble opinion, Dragon Ball Z is the best anime of all time, period. I don't watch Dragon Ball Z. I can't even tell you how many times I watch Dragon Ball Z. But it has to, let me say this, it has the potential to one day compete with Dragon Ball Z. For real, Double Dragon? Yes. I can honestly say that after watching it twice, Solo Leveling this anime twice, I see why it broke the internet. It is that good. You know, most anime people talking about, you know, don't live up to the hype. You know, people hype stuff up and it really don't live up to the hype. This anime, Solo Leveling, lives up to the hype, ladies and gentlemen. Like, what was it? Jobless Reincarnation. People was hyping that up. Don't get me wrong, from what I watched so far, Jobless Reincarnation, it's okay. It ain't in my top 10 favorite isekai anime, but it's okay. The reason why I really don't like it, y'all know, I did a review. Check out the review and I'll tell you why I really don't. You see my score on it. I got a review on it. You can watch that at the end of this video. But most animes that I be seeing people talk about, they overhype them. This one literally lives up to the hype. It does. It really does. Creators of Solo Leveling, good job. Good job. I am truly waiting on season 3. I am so hype. I can't wait to season 3. But I read down there in the, you know, my anime websites. They were saying that the creator of Solo Leveling said they won't get to Solo Leveling season 3 till like 2027 or 2028, something like that. Anime developers out there, y'all got to learn to speed up this anime process. Y'all do, because y'all take entirely too long to put out anime. There's a couple of animes out there that I've been wanting to see in the next season too, like Moonlit Fantasy. Want to see a season 3 of that. We don't know when that's coming. That time I got Reincarnated Slime, still waiting on season 4 of that. There's a couple of them out there that I'm waiting on new seasons for. I Got a Cheat Skill in Another World, waiting on season 2 of that. It just take them so long for them to produce these animes. You be like, still waiting. But ladies and gentlemen, you know, from an honest anime reviewer, I know I ain't out there some of these big time YouTubers never said I was. But from my humble opinion, who been watching anime since you was a teenager, I'm in my 40s now, I have to say that Solo Leveling does live up to the hype, and it has the potential. It's not on Dragon Ball Z level yet, but it has the potential so far to be competing with Dragon Ball Z. Yes, I never thought in a million years I would be able to say that, but I can honestly say that because I was hooked on my seat watching the whole anime the whole time. I was hooked. I don't want to leave. Like I said, this is my second time watching. I watched it twice. Love it. Love it. But yeah, that about wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen, for this rendition of my review of Solo Leveling. Leave comments below, ladies and gentlemen. Tell me what you guys and girls think about Solo Leveling. Is it good to you guys and girls, or y'all think it was trash? I need to know down below in the comment section. Thank you guys and girls so much for watching. Stay tuned for more great videos like this on the way. Double Dragon 912 signing out. Peace out.